welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? Y'all know we here. We got some lobsters, we got some air fried steak, we got another loaded potato, and we got some garlic butter broccoli. Y'all, I also have me a aha today. This is the blueberry pomegranate one, and then I also have a little bit of strawberry peach that Mike then brought home. So I'm gonna kind of mix it a little bit. Let's see what we can concoct, you know. All right. That's good, that's good. Then we're gonna put some of this little Tropicana up in there. Right? It smells delicious. Oh, my little plastic coming. All right. Y'all ready? Let's snack. That's good. All right, let me pull this down. Got our little pressed on nails. I ain't have time. You know, let me not say I ain't have time. I ain't feel like putting on no pressed on nails today, y'all. So they gone. Doggone it. I love my A1 sauce. Hold on, y'all. Before we start, let me get my A1. All right, y'all. I'm back. All right, let's move this. I got me a good old air fried steak, baby. But this potato, ooh, that thing, get into it. Stuff falling, let it fall. Y'all. So you know when you send men to the store, right? You're supposed to send them with like pictures and stuff like that. So I asked Mike to get me one sweet potato and one bacon potato. Y'all, this man brought me back a yellow yam, which is sweet. That's what I'm eating now. And a sweet potato. Chill. That's good. But I said, you know what? We're gonna roll with it. That loaded sweet potato, y'all, this got ground beef, corn, mozzarella cheese, sour cream, and barbecue sauce on it. It's bussin'. Y'all know I like air frying my steaks now. I promise. I got that A1 sauce, but I don't even need it because I seasoned this steak good, but y'all know I roll with the SHAI.B. And it's a vegetable marinade. So that's what some of the like real dark stuff is on the steak. Oh my gosh. It's a blessing. Did I say how y'all doing? Let me act like my mama raised me right. Y'all good? How y'all feeling this Wednesday? Inside of this potato hot. I got a little leftover Dame Dash dipping butter sauce back here too. That I'm you know what? I don't know why I didn't think to do this. I got some of that up in there. Oh, that ain't nothing but fat, y'all. Yes, sir. Baby. Come on now. Every time I'm trying to show it to y'all, you want to fall down. I don't want y'all to see it. Uh-oh. All right, y'all. I'm taking too long to start talking about this book. Hold on. So, I took notes on this book. Because what's happening is, I'm reading so many books so quickly, they kind of blurring together, child. I'm mixing storylines up. I'm sitting up here thinking about the book. So I say, you know what? After I read it, look at that cheese pull. I'm gonna take notes, and then I'll go ahead and start reading my next one. So this book is called Twisted Intentions by B.H. Harden. Again, Twisted Intentions by B.H. Harden. So the main character of the book name is Mercy. Mercy is beautiful. She has all the men in the town, and she's from a small town, always flirting with her, you know, trying to give her the time of day. So she ended up getting kidnapped and held in the woods for I think 2 months by a stalker that she didn't even know she had. So the way the book started off is she done had to kill twice now. One in self-defense and once for pity. She hopes she don't have to kill again. So Mitch is the man who kidnapped her. And one night when he was you know, there to do his, you know, torture her, beat and rape her, he made a mistake, and she was able to get his gun and shoot him and kill him. Now he held her, he kidnapped her in a van, and he held her out in the woods in a cabin. But once she ran away and escaped, she never told them exactly where she was held at. She just told them that she was held in the woods because she thought she would get in trouble for murdering him. You know, even though it was clearly in self-defense. You know, when you're traumatized, you don't really think clearly. So then, to add insult to injury, she ends up pregnant from him, you know, from the trauma. But she ended up having a miscarriage. So 3 years later, she's out visiting the cabin. And she has this habit of visiting the cabin just to kind of, I guess, it's her way of processing the trauma that she's been through. So one night she out there, and on her way back to her car, because she never parked her car close to the cabin. She always parked like 2-3 miles down the road from it. And then she walked through the woods to the cabin. So one night she was out there, she's leaving, and all of a sudden she see a car hit a deer though she think it's a deer. But then when the man got out the car to check, she heard him saying, "Ah, shoot, man, what you was doing out here in the middle of the nowhere?" Like, they on a dark woodsy road. It don't have no street lights or nothing. So the man panicking, he called his lawyer, and she hearing all of this, but she stayed in the cut in the dark, so the man don't know she there. So he get in his car and he pull off. He leave, hit and run. So she like, well, shoot, if he left, I'm finna leave too. Like, I don't have no parts of this, you know. So she run to her car. Kind of found out the man is an up and coming actor, and she actually found him interesting. So she at this time she decided she want to start dating again. Child. So what she do is she set her eyes on the guy who did the hit and run, the actor. His name is Titus. So she was like, you know what, I'm gonna just blackmail him into dating me, because I want to start dating. Like, nobody is flirting with her no more. Everybody just see her as a victim, you know, in the town. Some girl that was held who was kidnapped and held hostage and, you know, traumatized, beat, raped. You know, they don't see her as that sex symbol no more. So she decided, I want to start dating, you know, I want to get out, you know. So he was like, all right, I could blackmail him because I saw what he did and I know he didn't report it to the police. So just by chance, she's like an architect, so very successful. So she get the bid to remodel a neighborhood's country club. Titus lived there. So while she there, she ended up walking over to his house, knocking on his door, like, and she was like, I know what you did, you know, XYZ. And while she talking, the police show up. So for some reason the police suspected him because of, I forgot why, but they don't matter, y'all can read the book to know that. So while the police there, she give him an alibi. The plot thickens. So she didn't perjure herself for him. So she'll still have some leverage over him. So he was like, well, I'm already dating somebody. So the police leave her with him. And he's like, I'm already dating somebody. Like, he was like, man, you crazy, yo, like. So he was like, let me think about it, and I'll get back to you. Y'all, so he think about it and he was like, all right. He said he gonna take her out on a date. So they end up, you know, dating or whatever, and one night he invited her over to his house. So the first date they went out. The next date he invited her over to his house to cook dinner for her. And while she was there, the lady who he was dating, he broke up with her in order to date Mercy. But she popped up. How about the lady who he was dating was Mitch? That's the man who kidnapped Mercy, who she killed, was his wife. So she like, that's why you broke up with me, to talk to her? Like, do you know who she is? Like, you need to be very careful of her, because she think that she know, like, she just know Mercy killed her husband, because she was like, her husband would never leave without her. Like, if he ran away, he would have tried to get in contact with them. It's been XYZ amount of years now. He would have tried to at least get in contact with her, because he had a son, you know, he had kids, you know, he cared about his kids. So, you know, she ended up, you know, like, telling him be careful. So child, out of the blue, strange stuff just started happening to Mercy. Like, she thought, she on the way home one night, and she thought she saw Mitch standing in the middle of the road by her house. So she wrecked her car. Almost killed herself wrecking her car. Titus came to the hospital, you know, to check up on her and stuff. She was like, you ain't have to do that. You know, I'm you know, you only dating me because I'm blackmailing you. He was like, nah, like, I wanted to make sure you was all right and stuff like that. So another time, her sister was at her house, and her sister looking out the window, and all of a sudden Mitch appeared. So her sister, you know, they panicking, they heard her call 911, like, he not dead, he back, he trying to kill my sister, you know, he trying to finish the job. So the police was like, all right, we'll look into it. They didn't really take him too seriously, because now they starting to suspect that Mercy's sister may be involved, like, Mercy and her family may be involved in a hit and run, because turns out the person who Titus ended up hitting was Mercy's sister father-in-law, Chauncey. So kind of her father-in-law too, you know. It's her brother-in-law dad. So one day, Mercy got a best friend. What his name was? Hold on, I gotta look at my thing. I don't remember his name right now, but Mercy got a best friend, and he one day she going home and she see him leaving from her house. So she was like, I just passed you. Why you left? Like, I'm at home. He was like, no, I'm at work. I don't know what you're talking about. But she knows she ain't crazy. She like, I just, you know, so she just dropped it. She was, but in her mind, because remember, strange things been happening to her. She was like, all right, bet. So at this point, the police started suspecting that Mercy may be involved in the killing. I mean, in the hit and run. And Mercy and Titus, the man who she blackmailing to date her, at this point it's no longer blackmail. Like, they getting real close, they really like each other, like, he vibing with her hard. So she ended up introducing him to her best friend. And so Titus was like, I know you from somewhere. Her best friend name is Jameson. And he was like, nah, I don't know you, like, you don't know me or whatever. So then Mercy ended up taking Titus to the woods where she was held at. It was like, I don't know, she just started getting so close to him that she trusted him. So she ended up taking him there, and he was like, you know, he sympathized with her, had a lot of empathy, and was like, wow, man, I'm sorry that you know, you had to go through this or whatever. Why, when they was leaving, because remember, anytime she goes, she never park right where the cabin is at. Nobody know that cabin is there. She always park away. Why, when she leaving and the hit and run happened, remember, right close to the scene of the crime of her kidnapping. So when they leaving, the cops come and was like, oh, the guilty always return to the scene of the crime. So the police starting to suspect that Titus and Mercy may have something to do with it. But really they was, I mean, technically they do, but really they was, you know, seeing her scene of the crime from when she was kidnapped. So at this point, Faith is Mitch's wife. Faith is the lady who Titus was dating, you know, who he broke up with in order to date Mercy, because he was like, I ain't no two-timer, you know, yeah. She popped up at Mercy's house. Mercy not there. She see her on video cam and she like, what this lady want, you know. So she also bumped into her somewhere else out in the town, and the lady, every time the lady was like, well, my husband, you killed my husband, you could just tell me that you killed him, you know, like really trying to put pressure on her. But Mercy would never, you know, reveal what happened. So Mercy and Titus end up being intimate. They did the nasty. And after they did the nasty, he remembered what he knew her best friend from, Jameson. Turns out, Jameson was friends with at least Faith. That's what we know. That's what we know so far in the book. He was like, I know your friend Jameson. I seen him leaving Faith's house when I was dating her. So Mercy like, what? Like my best friend knew my kidnapper and never told me. So she go to confront him, but he wasn't home. It was just his wife. So she asked his wife, because she best friends with the wife too. So the wife was like, yeah, we been knew him. We didn't know how to break the news to you because of what he did to you, and we didn't want you to think that, you know, basically like they had anything to do with it or anything. So she feels disgusted. She feels betrayed and everything. And the wife said, oh, Jameson at gym. So she go to the gym to confront him. He not there. So she was like, he gotta be out in the woods. I think he out in the woods. She pull up and guess what? His truck out there. So she go out there, she confront him, and he was like, yeah, I knew, I didn't know how to tell you. He apologized and stuff like that. And that's when he revealed that it actually was him, the ex-wife, the wife, Faith, and Mitch's son. Mitch is the kidnapper now, who had been scaring Mercy because they were trying to scare her into thinking that Mitch was dead. So evidently the wife is like financially struggling, and Jameson been helping, but he can't help her no more, you know, like she like really in a financial bind. Like they didn't went broke, she done went through all the savings and stuff. And so Faith like, yo, like she never revealed whether or not Mitch is dead, but of course naturally she feel 100% still betrayed. So at this point, y'all, the camera went out, so I don't know where I left off at, but I was saying that she was betrayed. She felt betrayed. So now she moved back. Oh, she moved back to her own house. She was kind of staying with Titus because of all the scary things that was happening, you know. So she moved back home, and one day, one day while she at work, she could see on her camera that Faith is coming back to her house, like day after day after day while she out at work. Faith on her door knocking. So one day she home, she decided to open the door. She invite Faith in. Faith asked again, is my husband dead? XYZ. So Mercy don't tell her, but what Faith do is Faith had a picture of a coat with blood on it. So she was like, I know what you and Titus did. She was like, I put two and two together because the night that he got into the car accident, I came to his house and I brushed up against his car, and she was like, I seen that it was blood on it. And she said she saw something red, but she didn't think anything of it. And that's when she was like, I put two and two together, and I know that Titus had something to do with the killing of the hit and run victim. Now keep in mind, Titus and Mercy are real close now. They done got been intimate, everything, like they in a real relationship at this point. It ain't no more. So Faith tell her, if you won't tell me if my husband dead or not so I can collect on his insurance policy because I'm in a financial bind and I need to be able to take care of me and his kids, then maybe Titus will pay up so I can blackmail him with this. Child, why Faith did that? So Mercy ended up provoking her. Provoke her to the point where she attacks Mercy. And while Faith is attacking Mercy, Mercy called 911. and she putting on like she won't hit the girl back. She making sure that the operator can hear her being attacked. And then she reached for her gun out her drawer. Boom. Sent some ass. One shot. And while Faith was dying, she leaned over and whispered in her ear that she killed Mitch. But she made sure she said it low enough so the operator could hear. And then she picked up the phone, you know, she put on a show for the operator, 911 operator. And she get her phone, delete the photos. And that's the third time she got away with murder, child. The last time was for love. It was for love. And of course, you already know, like all books, they end up together. You know, it be love stories. Titus and Mercy live happily ever after. But y'all, again, the book is called Twisted Intentions by B.H. Harden. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to go ahead and close this out because I don't want to hold y'all too long. This already been a long enough video. Be who you are. Be beautiful. Don't forget to take care of yourself because self-care matters. Shots out to our post notification person. Shots out to you, boo. Hey, shots out to you, boo. Hey. And in the words of Miss Tabitha Brown, y'all have the most beautiful day. And even if you can't, don't you dare go disturb nobody else's. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.